So, hi everyone, I am Rolex B. Bunyao. So, for the continuation of the topic of social entrepreneur and global environment for entrepreneurship, so I am assigned to discuss research foreign markets. So, what is foreign markets? So, foreign markets are any markets outside of a company's own country. Selling in foreign markets involves in dealing with different languages, cultures, laws, rules, regulations, and requirements. So, before entering foreign markets, it is important to study the unique culture of potential customers, different concepts of how the product is used. So, demographics, psychographics, and legal and political norms are usually different from those in the United States. Therefore, it is necessary to conduct market research to identify these important parameters. So, these are the important parameters. First, government regulations. So, government regulation is an official rule, or in the government, certain administrative agencies have a narrow authority to conduct with their areas of responsibility. So, in foreign markets research, you must conform to important regulation or patent, copyright, or trademark laws that would be affect your product. Next, political climate. So, the political climate is the aggregate mood and opinions of a political society at a particular time. Or will the relationship between government and business or political events and public attitude in a given country affect foreign business transaction, particularly with the United States? Okay, next, infrastructure. So, infrastructure are the basic facilities, structure, and services upon which the rest of a business is built. So, in foreign marketing research, in conducting a research, how will you the packaging, shipping, and distribution system of your export product be affected by a local transportation system, for example, air, land, or water? So, the importance of infrastructure, an efficient transport network enables staff to get to work easily. So, it also allows supplies to be brought in afar, a failed and permits finished product to be moved to a market cheaply and quickly. So, next, distribution channel. So, distribution channel is represent a chain of a business or intermediaries through which the final buyer purchase a good or service. So, distribution channel include wholesalers, retailers, distributors, and the internet. So, in direct distribution channel, the manufacturer sells directly to the customer. So, in foreign marketing research, so uh, what are the generally accepted trade terms, both wholesale or retail levels? Or what are the normal commission and service agency charges? And what laws pertain to the distribution agreements? Next, competition. So, competition is a contest between organizations that provide similar products or services or that target the same audience of consumers. A business complete to convert and retain customers, increase revenue, and gain a more market share. Or how many competitors do you have? In what countries are they located? Or on a country by country basis, how much market share does each of your competitors have? And what prices do they charge? And how do they promote their products? And last, what distribution system they use? Next, market size. So a market size is made of a total number of potential buyers of a product or service within a given market and the total revenue that these sales may generate. So it's important to calculate and understand to make size for several reasons. So market size is how big is the market of your product. It is stable. Or what is the size of individually or country by country? Or in what countries are market opening, expanding, maturing, or declining? And last, local custom and culture. So, culture is commonly used to characterize the experience of everyday life in specific, identifiable localities. So, it reflects ordinary people's feelings of appropriateness, comfort, and correctness. So, attributes that define personal preferences and changing taste. So, in local custom and culture in foreign market research. So, is your product in violation of product taboos? Or how can entrepreneurial business learn about international culture and thus know what is acceptable and what is not? Or a number of approaches can be employed. One of the most helpful is the international business travel. So this provides the individual with first-hand information regarding cultural do's and don'ts, or other useful methods include training programs, formal educational programs, and regarding the current literature. Okay, so next topic, international threats and risks. So when an organization decides to engage in international financing activities, so it takes on additional risks along with the opportunities. So international threats and risks or foreign markets may present dangers that must be monitored carefully. So for example, ignorance and uncertainty combined with the lack of experience in a problem solving in foreign country, so present a major issue. So lack of information about resources to help solve problems contributes to unfamiliarity or restriction imposed by host country often contribute to the risk. So many host countries demand a development of their exports and insist on training and development of their nationals. So they can also demand that certain position in management and technological areas be held by nationals. So may seek technologically a base industry rather than extractive industry. So in other instances, the host country may require that its own controlling interest and or limit the amount of profits or fees entrepreneurs are allowed to make out of the country. So political risk or include unstable governments, disruption caused by territorial conflicts, wars, regionalism, illegal occupation, and political ideological differences. Economic risk or the need to be monitored include changes in tax law, rapid rises in cost, strikes, sudden increase in raw materials, and cyclical dramatic shift in GNT. Social risks include that antagonism among classes in religious conflict, unequal income distribution, union militancy, civil war, and riots. Financial risk, so incorporate fluctuating exchange rates, a repatriation of profits and capital, or seasonal cash flows. Foreign government export regulation can affect companies' activity to export successfully. So this regulation represents an attempt by foreign governments to control their markets, to protect domestic industry from excessive foreign competition, so to limit health and environmental damage, or to restrict what they consider excessive or inappropriate cultural influence. Or most countries have important regulations that are potential barriers to exported products. So exporters need to be aware of export tariffs and consider them when pricing their products. So while most countries have reduced their tariffs on imported goods, there are still major restrictions on global trading, so such as non-tariff barriers including prohibitions, restriction, conditions, or specific requirements that can make exporting products difficult and sometimes costly. So many entrepreneurs have avoided international trade because they believe it is complicated and fraught of bureaucratic red tape. So they also believe that international trade is profitable only for large companies. that have more resources than smaller businesses. So other perceived drawbacks to international trade, including becoming too dependent on foreign markets, foreign government instability that could cause problems or for domestic company, or tariffs and exports duties uh, that make it too expensive to trade in other countries. So product manufacture a United States that may need significant modification before they accepted by people in other countries. And foreign culture, customs, and languages that make it difficult for Americans. So in pursuing international trade, entrepreneurs face the risk of confiscation, so expropriation, domestication, and other government interference. So entrepreneurs may take our insurance to cover some potential Entrepreneurs may take our insurance to cover some political and economic risk, so that overseas private investment operation, or OPIC, can over three types of risk. First is currency inconvertibility. Second is insurance expropriation insurance, and last, political environment insurance. Next, K question and resources. So international market research is critical to the success of entrepreneurial businesses in overseas markets. So entrepreneurial enterprise owner can tap a host of sources to obtain needed information directed toward answering the following three questions. So first question is, what is the company interested in going international? So the answer to this question will help the firm set its international objectives and direct the marketing research effort. So for example, if the entrepreneurial business owner wants to establish and cultivate an overseas market, then the firm will be interested in pinpointing geographic areas where the future market potential is likely to be high. So if the business owner wants to use the market to handle current overproduction, then the company will be interested in identifying markets that are most likely to make immediate purchase, or regardless, the firm will have established a focus with its marketing research efforts. Okay, second question. What does foreign market assessment reveal about the nature and functioning of the markets under investigation? So the answer to this question, which often is comprehensive in scope, helps identify market opportunities that provide insight regarding the specific activities of these individual markets. So for example, if the firm identifies potential markets in Brazil, Africa, and China, the next step is to evaluate these opportunities. So this can be done by gathering information related to the size of the markets, competition that exists in each, that respective government attitude to foreign businesses, and steps that will have to take to do business in each location. So based on this information, a cost or benefits analysis can be conducted and a decision made regarding the market to be pursued. Next, or third question, what specific strategy is needed to tap the potential of this market? So the answer to this question involves a careful consideration of the marketing mix. So product, price, place, and promotion. So what products should the firm offer? Or what specific features should it contain? So does it need to be adapted for the overseas market, or can the firm sell the same product it sells domestically? Or at what stage in the product life cycle will this product be? Or how much should firm charge? Or can the market be segmented that variety of the prices can be set? Or how will the product move through the marketing channel? Or what type of promotional efforts, advertising or sales promotion, personal selling, or combination of the will be needed? Once this question have been answered, so the entrepreneurial business owner will be in a position to begin implementing the international pace of the firm's strategy. Okay, for the summary of our topic, social entrepreneur and global environment for entrepreneurship. So, the challenge of social enterprise has merged in this century as a major issue for entrepreneurs. So, social enterprise consists of obligation that a business has to society. So, the boom in social entrepreneurship and its promise of ending daunting social problems across the globe are particular importance. So, studies reveal that entrepreneurs recognize social enterprise as part of their role, and the structure of smaller firms allow entrepreneurs to influence the organization more personally, or social entrepreneurs are change agents. So they create large scale change with a pattern breaking ideas. They address the root causes of social problems, and they possess the ambition to create systematic change. So, with that huge growth, the interest in social entrepreneurship that we may mention in the chapter comes to challenges to the boundaries of what isn't a social enterprise. So, because social causes can be different at times, so oddly personal experiences, only personal enterprises that embrace them can be very tough to uh, disappear. So it seems that the best way to end the confusion is to accept social entrepreneurship activity as continue. So with one extreme being social entrepreneurs driven, motivated primarily by profitability with social benefits being the means. So, sustainable development is perhaps the most prominent topic of our time. So, scholars suggest that entrepreneurial action can preserve ecosystem, counteract climate change, reduce environmental degradation and deforestation. So, improve the agricultural practices and freshwater supply and maintain biodiversity. So sustainable entrepreneurship includes ecopreneurship. So example, environmental entrepreneurship with entrepreneurial action contributing to preserving the natural environment. So the chapter includes the coverage of the concept referred to as shared value. So it is approach to create economic value that also creates a value for society by addressing its needs and challenges. So it connects company success with social progress. So this concept coupled with triple bottom line thinking, profits, people, and the planet. So it will shape the transformation of organization in 21st century. So doing business globally is rapidly becoming profitable and popular strategy for many entrepreneurial ventures. The NAFTA, the EU, the WTO are example of these powerful economic forces creating opportunities for global entrepreneurship or entrepreneurs. Okay. Rapidly becoming a profitable and popular strategy for many entrepreneurial ventures. The NEFTA, the EU, the WTO are examples of the powerful economic forces creating opportunities for global entrepreneurs. And that's all. Thank you.